I have fully landed in a yin vortex, and I hadn't even checked the map myself, but I will tell you it's kind of a super vortex because there are 5 rivers that flow into this, and I've gone in and blessed the waters, and the waters bless you. So, and it's been an interesting transition into moving into the flow of the creative muse. And as I step into it and do the steps it takes to bring in the abundance, bring in the answers, put out the questions I need, and then go, boom, it hits just like that. And so that's what I want to talk to you about this evening, is doing that and putting that flow in so that it manifests just boom, boom, boom. And it's Tuesday, and it's Patreon Tuesdays, baby. So that's what I'm here to do, is to kick up your flow. So I want to tell you a couple things. Inviting you to be a part of a, this is for the ladies. There's one coming for the gentlemen, but the ladies one's already done. And so I'm inviting you because I'm going. And this is a priestess power and wealth training done by my sister Ayana Mojica. And she is out of Encinitas, California. And out of all of my family, I had 2 sisters come to visit me in Thailand. And Ayana was one of them. African-American sisters, you know, my peeps. And Ayana blessed me in such a great way with her presence and her knowledge and her depth. She is, she's one of the interviews I did under Goddess University, so you can go back and go find it. Yes, I may put a, yes, I'll put a link up. Okay. Her course is a 90-day wealth program. Starts January 2nd. It's an investment of $29.97, and it is limited to. She was just gonna do 5, but I said, come on, girl, let me talk to some of my gals. I said, who's ready to step up their game, and it'll end on the equinox. And guess where we're gonna do the equinox? On the equator. So I just said, let's up the game. Let's finish this tour in Ecuador on the equinox and be on the middle of the earth and command the elements like we should, like we're here to do. So it is a call to my oracle sisters that know how to bring wealth to their communities. My privilege of opening up a portal of abundance when I was in South Africa, I knew I could, under the role of the oracle, the job of the oracle, in the communities that they're there are to open up portals of abundance. That's just what we do. And it's what I learned when I went to Delphi, and I saw Aphrodite's work in Corinth, and you see how the power of radical honesty. My Delphi girls were getting high, prophesying, being their seer jobs, doing whatever. Because they had a team. They didn't do it by themselves. They worked with the priest and said, okay, this is what's really going down. And they had a vantage point. And I've just taken it the non-highway and did the geek manner and said, let's see what they know. And with that, it was able to unlock some, but did you see this around the corner? And in particular, when you look at Aphrodite's temple and where she was located, she had a vantage point. And when you look at the city of Corinth, it feels like you're in Rodeo Drive. However, my girl was a flatbacker. And that priestess temple up at the top of that mountain that gave her the viewpoint was just simply a bordello. But what a hell of a bordello it must have been. So I just went, well, I'll be damned. So I said, that's my girls. I said, I understand exactly what they're doing. And what a honor. And as I wrote in my book, All My Heroes Were Hoes, It was looking at those women who have used their sexuality for good. And it was understanding the power of the sexuality, the emotional, the instinctual, the spiritual, and the intellectual. They're able to do something with it. So that was my homework assignment, was to go check it out myself and see what I could see from what was on the ground, and do a little archaeological dig, if you would, and just look at it from that perspective, which is the only one I have. It's just mine. So that was grateful, and they called me to go, and I said I went, and that was just my Oracle training. And the course I took last year about Oracle skills was right about that line, and I did what the teacher did. Okay, don't you know? Let me go find out and see it myself. And thank you, Marguerite, for making that happen. So, 'cause I was like, well, let's see. Let's compare notes. And I had a good man that said, sure, let's go. So I appreciate that. And it has been on with the lifting up from my sisters that did one of that, like, I can stand and see a little taller. So I encourage you, if that is your path, you better find it and get on it. But that was a commercial. Come do Ayana's course with me. And if you've got the ability to do so, I'm going to be offering a come in my Patreon. That's what I want y'all to do, because y'all will keep me here doing what I need to do, talking to you and getting you where you need to go. And as a headhunter and a career coach, my previous incarnations, that was my job. And it was encouraging. And my books were my second, third, fourth book was Career Tips for Teens, Career Tips for 20-something, and a workbook that helped you get there. And they got stolen so much, I just went, figure it out, kids. But it had a series. There was something for the 30s, the 40s, and the 50s, and the 60s. And so now I'm just incorporating all of it and putting in video. And so, ta-da, that's what my Patreon is about, and that's why I invite you to be there. And what Jordan Peterson has taught, if you've heard of this Canadian professor, he's gotten himself in a little hot water. He's a Fox News, favorite, because he's a conservative Christian, but the boy's deep. So I had to listen a long time before I found anything I disagreed with him. And what he learned, and what I've learned about the creative muse, is that it's those who succeed are the ones who spend 80% of their time committed to their creative flow. And that's how you stay in control of your ego and all those other triggers that get in your way, that are putting out there. I mean, again, I approach life as a matrix game of experiences, that we are here to teach ourselves something. And you incarnated to learn something, to do something. That's why I say get your damn charts done, damn it. Come on, quit guessing. Find out. This is information you are supposed to know, but you gotta ask for it, and then it comes to you. And I'll do it. You can do it yourself, but if you want me to do it, I'm gonna charge you for it, because I can't talk for 3 hours straight without going, and give it to you. And you're getting 4 mini readings, so that's why I put the price up, because I can't be doing this all day. But I love you, and you need to have it. So get her done. If it's not me, get it somewhere. But you got enough information on my ad, so look it up. You can figure this out. But get the information done. But if you, come on, I can help, and I'm here to do the shortcut. So invest to get it done. Secondly, look at my room. Isn't it cute? I just love this little space. So I'm just like, I'm going to stay here another night. And it's raining outside in Ecuador, and it's so, oh my God, you guys, I've fallen. You know, when I said about Thailand, I said it was like falling into a pot of honey. So here it's a movie set from like Oklahoma. It's that la 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 la, and I'm like, oh my God, is this real? if you saw my video I put up on Sunday, I went, ah, this is Oz. It's just like that. And it's the pie, Thailand of Ecuador. And so if you got the magic of pie, or if you didn't get the magic of pie, it's the same kind of vibe, and it's the same kind of tribe. So, you know, we all here. But they're smart, and they're doing their job, and they're making it work. And so I'm looking forward to contributing where I can and adding to the mix. And that's what, when I did my charts, it told me to come here, and that this is the best place for me to be on the planet. So I said, alrighty. So I will put together an offer, do a cartography offer that's coming soon. So you look for that. And but that'll be something, if you're trying to make decisions about locations, I can do those for you. We'll do them quick and dirty. I like, you know, like $39.99, kind of, you know, that kind of thing. But what I need from you is the 3 places you have in mind. You gotta give me 3 choices, and then we can rock and roll that for you. So hook that up, baby. I'll get that for you. Ooh, I better write this shit down. Okay. Part of me is going on the fly here, you know, but I kept asking my muscle check, should I write this down? And I kept getting a no. I went, all right. It would have taken me another direction, but I did write down Yin Vortex, baby. You're in it. Now flow. And it's a beautiful feeling to be able to flow in it. And I've gotten some business partner team members that I'm like, wow, really? I got that. I'm hooking up with that. Alrighty then. And shout out to Adrian, who made this happen. And looking forward to kicking up our good karma scores with him in the future, and doing retreats in Mexico. We're going to take over South America. How about that? We're going to Mexico and Ecuador. I have met, let me tell you this. I met a sister named Mama Yama, and she is a Brazilian woman of color, and I miraculously, accidentally, on purpose, you know how that worked, met her daughter Neela on the street, which I thought I was not going to get to meet, but I just kind of was like magnet. Hello, who are you? And so I was like, okay. And she's in the curandera class. Let me put it that way. The girl's got skills, Reiki, and a healer. You know, just one of those women, earth grounded. I said, girl, let me do your charts. Let me see what you got, what you working with. You know, I was like, what kind of heat you packing, mama? And her daughter, Neela, and they do ceremonial grade cacao ceremonies, fire ceremonies. I went, ooh, fire, one of my favorite fetishes. I can't wait. And I brought my fire tools with me, I think. When that's the case, I'll have some made. And then, let's see, fire, cacao, Reiki masters are doing initiations on the equinox. And, of course, she'll do ours, darling. Don't worry, I've got her coming. And her daughter, and dance mandala. I'm like, no, marimba. This is the African. We've got the runaway slaves went to Esmeralda on the coast. And so the tour plan I'm putting together for those who dare takes you to 4 ecosystems: desert, mountains, Andes, rainforests, and coast. And we got the Amazon too. So we're like, we're going to just take a deep dip of what we need to know and check out this Yin Vortex and its volcanoes. We got the highest volcanoes in the world here. So, and Vilcabamba, most importantly, is 5 rivers flowing into one. That is a super Yin Vortex. So I'm like, oh, snap. That's why I'm here, because this is the bomb here. So I just might want to suggest you might sign up for the Explore Ecuador if it's for you tour and see if you want to check it out. And so I'll be putting that together for you to come and see and just make it happen for yourself. And so that was my intent, is to just make it easy for you to get here and see for yourself. We'll do 2 types of tours. So, we can do the digital nomad budget level, and we can do the I can afford this level. So I will price accordingly and schedule accordingly. What else do I need to tell you? Woo! Well, this is really for my Patreon audience. It's nice to just talk to them, but it's nice to invite you, and that's why I wanted to open this up to the public and just go, hey, y'all, let me tell you what I'm doing for my peeps. And when I said I wanted to invest in you, it's an investing in your abundance and your success, because planetary ascension is on the table now, and we can look for it definitely in our lifetimes. I suspect a lot sooner. So I suggest you hold on to your hats, as we say. We've got some opportunities coming your way. And know your animal. It's Year of the Pig, beginning February 5th, which is, because there's a golden pig. So I get to play and make it incredibly good. And the game I'm playing in this matrix, and why I got a very high karma score in my Gary Carlson, I'm going to hook you up to Gary, I did my karma score, and I said, well, you got to know how you're doing in the game. And his little parenthesis mark was, you should open up a karma school. I said, not no school. I can't do a school thing. But my sister Ayana can, and I will give you the tools you need to know about yourself and point you to the people you need to go. You see these lines? This is about knowing a whole lot of, I know a little bit about a lot of things, but I'd rather point you to the professionals instead of trying to do it all. I can't do it all. My throat gets tired just from talking, and I'm tired now, but it is about kicking into gear what we need to do to succeed, and that's what I'm here to do, because I went, how can I be the best damn coach ever? That's what I'm going for. So, baby, and you got the answers for that. What is it going to be? And let's be fully human. Let's accomplish everything we want, not walk in fear. We've done that. Been there, done that. We don't want to do that again. We want to move into the flow of success, which is what this planet needs. And I say that sincerely, not just about, oh, we need to make money. But no, here's the reality. I am a child. I came of age as a woman in the 80s. And at that time, it was great to be a black woman. I had an education. I was cute. My boobs were still perky. And I could hold a conversation. So, and I didn't realize then, but I had this voice. And when I walked into an office with a great suit on, I got the job. And it was so easy for me. And I just went, well, damn. And then I got invited to be on all these boards, and et cetera, because they needed a black woman. So I was double digits on those EEOC boxes. So they're like, oh, yeah. And at one point I had to go, well, shit, what's in it for me? I'm tired. Going to all these nonprofit gigs. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not getting it. I don't care. And when people are like, we need you, I'm like, so I don't need you. And it had to be that balance, because you can overgive, and I've been an overgiver. And so that taught me to, well, pull in the reins. But that experience of that period of time is what I realized in the 80s, we were, as Americans, very prosperous. And that energy flow was like, well, I know how to tap into that, and I understand how to move in that flow. And so that's what I get to share with you. I'm like, so the joy now is to just remember what you did before. Just be your best self. Show off what you love. As my ex used to say, it ain't bragging if you can do it, baby. So put it out there, and you will attract the match that you want. And you don't have to live in fear and don't have to trip over yourself. But your words are important. And you've got to be in control of your words and what you put in your, what goes in your mouth, what comes out of your mouth. And I'm going to pitch for the Please Stop Eating Meat. There is a story is, let me put it that way. There's a group of aliens called the Anunnaki, and I may get it wrong, but they have a plan to harvest some of our energy in a physical way and eat our asses. So we are edible. And I went, I don't know where they landed. I don't think they can all show up and take everybody. But so I'm just putting it out there. You got to do your own homework. I listened and went, well, I'll be down. Okay, well, we'll file that one under in case we need to duck. we know what, like the meat eaters and I kept going back to the Bible and going, well, what is that mark of the beast thing really about? I don't think it's a computer chip. I think it is the identification that you are edible. You smell like meat, and when you eat meat, it exudes in your skin. They can smell meat eaters. That makes you edible. Like Predator, the movie. We already saw this. It's not going after the vegans. It's going after the meat eaters. And so it's, and the Jupiter ascending, same sci-fi with the same kind of theme. It's just business, harvest. And I don't think it's the same group, but science fiction is about telling you the science. As the fiction is John kissed Jane. You know, that's the fiction part, but the science is also there. So you got to pay attention to that. All right, so I'm done with that. What else can I tell you? My throat hurts. I love you. I think this is enough. Happy Tuesday, Patreon family. I love you. I love you. I love you. Now, y'all want to come in and join me? I'm going to be doing a few of these out for everybody, and tell you what I need, what I've learned next. But the flow is, the muses kicked into gear very nicely here. I can feel it. Standing on the middle of the earth and feeling the energy was like, oh. And I know the brothers are talking about the colossal effect. I ain't talking about the colossal effect. I'm talking about subtle energies. You know, the colossal, I'm saying it wrong, but it's about, you shouldn't be able to see what you see or feel what you feel until you get way out into the oceans. And I'm like, yeah, but we can feel it. We're a lot more sensitive meters than that. So, and I experienced it. So I went, I mean, okay. Y'all trying to throw me off again? But this land is all about the indigenous people who already knew from a off-world source that they were on the middle of the earth, and that's why they chose to be there. And the indigenous people of this land, the Chicha, I'm going to butcher that name. I'm not going to, Quechua people. They could talk to the moon and the stars. So I went, well, they knew. So we'll just ask them. They got it first. And then the West came to try to measure it, you know. You know how they are. So name it what it was. So there's a lot to know. And I appreciate my teachers who have taught me to look at the land and see where you're at. So your homework assignment, Patreon family, is to look at your vortex and find out where you're at and get as close to a yin vortex as you can. And where is a vortex? Anywhere where the latitude and a longitude line cross. So you have to go Google map yourself, but Google doesn't really give it to you. So what you have to do is, I'm going to give you some more links to the map locations. Go to look for a National Geographic map. It'll be there. And if you're in America, which I think most of us, the West is pretty well mapped, you'll be able to see that. Peter Shampoo. Another interview I did some time ago has gotten some books if you're on the East Coast. I think we have East Coast, Canada and Hawaii. So you know where you're at. You can look at your VN vortex lines and start paying attention to what influences you are having from the land. And if you know an energy dowser, water dowser, talk to them, and you can do it yourself. You can do it yourself pretty easily. And I can, another note, another class, I'll show you how to do energy dowsing. Ooh, I left my textbooks though in Thailand. So I'm going to have to get your video. I'll get your video on that one, and we'll make that happen. Whoa, okay, I'm really tired now. Love y'all. Thank you. We will, it's getting better and better. So I'm excited. Thank you. Talk to you soon. Bye.